Is everyone sitting down for this? This is the big one, okay? For the first time in over 6 months, I'm going to be pulling on the pipe. Yes, you heard that correctly. The #1 most requested thing here on the channel, pipe pulls, is making its grand re-entrance. So, what marks the occasion? Well, for starters, this is the week of my birthday, so it's a really special moment for me, but I'm not just going into the pipe to celebrate my birthday. It's looking at specific things that are being brought to the game and how that fits into my overall strategy. That's really the context that I'm putting into my decision to pull on the pipe here. I was planning on saving the big occasion for when the next big Kong content release would come to Mario Kart Tour, but there's an interesting situation in the week 2 pipe, and that exists mainly in way of the carts that are available in this pipe. Now let's just analyze a bit what these carts are and what they do for my specific inventory. The #1 cart, currently according to Tabor's algorithm, is the Cactuar. Now this is a cart that has 28 courses of total value, 23 of which are assumed. So it's very strong in the current landscape of the game. It's a very formidable cart. For many people, it's the #1 unowned on their BGR spreadsheet. However, the cart that I'm looking at specifically in my situation is the other one. It's the yellow off-roader. The yellow off-roader has only 23 courses of total value, but all 23 of which are assumed value courses. So it has the same assumed value as that of the Cactuar, and it still has room to grow. Both of these carts have room to grow, and I particularly see the potential in that of the yellow off-roader. The course coverage of the yellow off-roader isn't completely written yet. It still has value to obtain in the upcoming tours. But naturally, I'm not basing the decision on going into the pipe based on future speculation of its value. We're going to take a look at its clearly defined value as it currently sits in the game at this particular moment. At level 6, the yellow off-roader combines to form the most efficient pairing of carts that currently exists in the game. And that pairing is with the gold pumpkin cart that's been featured in a number of the gold pipes that I've analyzed in previous special pipe deep dives. With those level 6 unlocks, they have access to 45 of the 189 currently available assumed value courses in Mario Kart Tour. Now, I don't possess the gold pumpkin cart. However, the one cart that I am completely all in on in this game is the Rubies Runner. It's a real powerhouse in terms of assumed value coverage, and a lot of those assumed value tracks represent the older generation of courses, such as Dino Dino Jungle, Rock Rock Mountain, and the like. And it also has quite a bit of Kong course coverage on this series of DK Summit tracks, as well as Frapp Snowland. When looking at what the combination of the yellow off-roader has with the Rubies Runner, we can see that at level 6, they possess favorite course access on 43 of the 189 assumed value courses currently in Mario Kart Tour. And that's reflective of its 3rd place placement in terms of pairs go. So following the gold pumpkin cart and the yellow off-roader, there is the Rubies Runner and the Tanuki cart. And after the Tanuki cart and the Rubies Runner, we have the Rubies Runner and this yellow off-roader. Now, if we expand our vision ahead to level 8, granted, this isn't going to be a situation that's practical for most folks in the audience, and I'm even considering and questioning my commitment to these carts as far as proceeding forward to level 8 in my own personal situation. But when we expand the coverage to look at those level 8 course unlocks, the Rubies Runner and the yellow off-roader then possess 45 out of the 189 assumed value courses. And both this and its level 6 situation represents approximately 96% of the efficiency of the optimal best combination of carts that can be put together either at level 6 or level 8. Now what's interesting here is that at level 8, the gold pumpkin cart and the yellow off-roader pick up one course of overlap. So that is no longer the optimal cart combination at level 8. It would then go to the Ramby runner in the Tanuki cart with 47 of the 189 courses overall. But we don't stop there with the analysis. It's also pairing that inventory with the other investments that have already been made here. And my complete driver inventory is centered around the Kong family of characters. So for the Supers, DK and Diddy Kong, I have level 7 and triple capped. And it's the same situation for the high-end Kongs. For Dixie Kong, Funky Kong, and Donkey Kong Jr., they're all level 7 and triple capped at the moment. And if we apply that combination of carts, the Ramby Runner, which in its own right has 10 Kong courses of coverage that it possesses among the 5 that are available in the game. If we add in the yellow off-roader, that nearly doubles the count. Now I have 19 favorite courses covered by just these 2 carts alone. Collectively, these 5 Kong characters present course coverage on 63 out of the 189 assumed value courses. And having coverage on 19 of them directly tied to these carts is quite good. But also let's keep in mind, folks, that there is something called the cup boost. This can be either in ranked mode or in just the all cup ranking, whereby the name of the cup confers an additional shelf boost in the representative that's attached to the cup's name. And that's available for Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong most recently, as well as Funky Kong. And these can be paired whether they're in ranked mode or just in any general situation. And looking at the favorite course coverage of these carts and the potential middle shelf buffs or the favored courses of those 4 Kong characters, an additional 3 courses could be boosted for those characters to present coverage and overlap with these 2 carts, which would then be a situation where there's 22 out of their 63 courses covered potentially, which is greater than 1/3 of their total courses covered by just 2 carts. What's remarkable about what the coverage the yellow off-roader provides the Kongs is that it's completely unique to the courses that the Ramby Runner presents that alternative coverage for. And the situation that it's been for me in the game as time has gone on and we're still waiting to see that next generation of Kong content being brought in is that a lot of these courses that DK Jr. has been buffed to, or some of the older ones even that Dixie and Funky have been covering, I've been lacking cart coverage for. And rather than just going out and pulling for each and every one, as a free-to-play player, as a mastermind of my resources, and very conscious of the kind of moves that I'm making and the amount of time that it takes to obtain those, I've kind of just had a very extremely patient approach to this and seeing how things have developed within the game, within the ecosystem. And this really feels like an ideal time now to come in and obtain that additional coverage, because there are tracks where I'm completely absent still of a cart. And I want to have fun on these tracks because it is with my favorite characters. So all these times when I could have been pulling on pipes and it just wasn't feeling that excitement, I feel like I can finally share that moment here. The timing couldn't be better, honestly, because being that it is my birthday and the channel is so close to 1,000 subscribers. So to spread the feeling of goodwill and excitement, I do hope that you all, being that the pipe pulls is the #1 most requested thing, can really enjoy this. And please do share your support with the channel by giving a like to this video and subscribing. If you want to see more pipe pulls, the #1 way that you could do that is by subscribing to the channel, because that shows me that this is the kind of content that you really want to come here and watch. All right, we are about to go into the pipe, folks. I have the 2 free pipes to start off with. So wouldn't that be remarkable if we got on a free pipe? It's not very likely, right? We have a 2% chance to see that cart in the pipe. Now, I do have a plan for this pipe. Perhaps I will show the basic flowchart that I developed for my plan at the end of the video. Without further ado, let's just go right into the free pipes and see what we have cooking here. First one up is green. And we get a normal out of the way, the bitty buggy. Wouldn't that be something if that was the blue bitty buggy? I'd actually be really excited about that. That'd be worth a pog, don't you think? Second one up, also green. All right, so 2 normals out of the pipe. That is good news because that is 2 normals that we don't have to use our rubies on. So let's go over to here and just start firing away. Wow, it's been a long time. It's been over half a year. I cannot believe it. But we're finally here and we're doing this, folks. So, you know what? Let's have a gold for the icebreaker. Wouldn't that be nice, right? We don't want to see like what happened with the DK versus Bowser pipe. I remember all those, right? The Kamek pipe. You folks, those of you that have been with me for a while, you remember all those moments. We have a gold on the first one, so that's a really nice vibe to go into this. If we get the yellow off-roader right here, going to be massively excited. That would be so cool. So let's see what we have here. Oh, it's the carrot cart. Okay, interesting. Wow, I didn't even realize that was standard. Okay, so that's our standard cart. It's okay. It's actually been buffed a few times, so it's not too bad. But that's not really one of the exciting standard high-end carts that you can pull. So it's kind of middle of the road there. Baby Peach, shout out to Justin, and it's going up to level 5 now. Wow, so these things, I haven't been getting levels on any of these things since I haven't been pulling. It's going to be exciting to see where some of the levels at are on these things, because I haven't really kept very close watch on some of these normals and supers. Okay, Waluigi Wing. So this is one of my premium supers that's really far behind. It's actually, I think I only obtained it in 2021. I went a whole year in the game pretty much without that glider. So Morton. Wow, only level 4 on Morton. Really not very useful. He hasn't come around in ranked mode. Okay, light blue Turbo Birdo. It's actually quite a high level. I think I've made good use of that one on the Rainbow Roads and Frap Snowlands. So we have a lot of Koopalings coming in. Everybody's favorite. Oh, the Parawing. Remember when this was a hot cart on my account? It's been a long time. A lot of carts have kind of taken over where that one stands. The Ramby Runner, the Kamek Zoom Broom. So the Parawing, not so hot anymore. And that's what becomes of a lot of these super and normal carts over time. Similar with the Soda Jet. I believe the Soda Jet will be replaced by the yellow off-roader when we eventually get it. And the Parachute to finish us up. So we did get one high end. We're going to continue in this pipe now. That pretty much eliminates any of the reset scenarios, which really would have been extraordinary because I am after that yellow off-roader cart. That's what it's all about here. So 90 rubies in, folks. How long is it going to take us? We have a second gold, so we could get it here. That would be really nice. Oh, please, please don't make this agonizing for me. Okay, normal glider. I did not max those out. Ooh, Mario, that's a nice super pull. Given that Mario is the #1 ranked cup for that cup boost that I was talking about before, I already have him level 7 in triple cap, so taking him to level 8 will be inevitable at some point. Mario is definitely a powerhouse on my account, so that's a nice one. Saves a super ticket. The yellow Turbo Birdo, a very infamous debut into the game with only 1 track. Pipe Buggy, that is a premium normal. Fantastic. So that saves me a normal ticket. Not a huge deal, but just good to see. This was a gold pipe, right? I don't think we had the high end yet. Streamliner takes it to level 4. Okay. So sometimes I'm working with these carts in ranked mode, and it's like level 3. I don't want to invest the tickets into it. Now it has that additional bonus points multiplier by going to level 4, so that's nice. Ludwig. Must be at the end of the pipe here. Bitty Buggy, level 5, okay. It's a character, so I haven't discussed the characters actually in this. Funky Kong, all right. We like to see that, folks. Same thing as when I pulled on the Kamek pipe. That is really nice. Wow. Wow, that saves me 12,000 coins. I think they built this pipe specifically for me, knowing like, you know, KG hasn't pulled on the pipe in a while. Let's give him some goodies. Let's remind him what this is like. But if we're going down to the bottom, we're going to have to start talking about the predatory nature of the pipe. So hopefully we don't have to make a return journey to the bottom. But there we go. So we're 90 in. 135, folks. This is, it's starting to get a little bit real here. It's starting to get a little bit real. And we have a green pipe. Ugh. I mean, that's gonna happen eventually when you keep hitting golds like that, but they've only been singles, and of course it could always be a faker, so. Okay, Diddy Kong, wow. And I forgot it takes 16 to go to level 8 for that. And with the influx of all the new items in the daily selects, whether that be supers and high-ends, it's exceedingly rare to see them in the shop. I don't want to use the tickets because I find it exciting to see my favorite character be in my daily selects. I don't want to just insta-max him out because I want to see him in the daily selects. But to get a little bit of progress in 16 is so long away, so long. So we're just going to start kind of speeding through these. I'm not really feeling the faker kind of luck. Usually, no, it's kind of a weird thing. When I get fake green pipes, sometimes they end up being multiple high ends in them. So to go this far into it, it just feels like it's a blank. And it is, but we got the Diddy Kong. So you know what? I can forgive it. I can forgive it. Oh my goodness. So our pipe is at 68. We've done 3 10 pulls. So 135 rubies in. And yeah, this is number 4, folks. Number 4. It's gold. This would be a nice point to get out, but you know, there is going to be a little bit of situations that develop depending upon the order I get things and what's still left in the pipe, if it's worth continuing on for. So that's stuff that I'll assess as it comes to be. So we're getting the babies, the Candlelight Flight. Okay, now this is a brand new glider for my account. It doesn't really present a significant amount of concourse overlap, but it does provide me with a bit of coverage on a number of these newer tracks like the Wario shipyards and whatnot, where I had no glider access whatsoever. So it is a very good item. I'm happy to see this. Definitely was the number 3 most wanted thing in the entire pipe for me. Baby Rosalina. Green kitty cart, which is now in the daily selects, of course. It's a double, so we're getting another character, and it's going to be one of the spotlights. We get Peach Explorer, brand new to my account. She's a standard high-end now, so and her coverage definitely overlaps a bit with Dixie Kong. If we just take a quick little look here, we see the Calamari Desert 2s of the world, we see the Daisy Hills of the world, and also a bit of DK Jr. overlaps as well, since those two were buffed simultaneously in many situations. So yeah, we are down now 4 high ends out of the 9, but we're nearly halfway through the pipe. So we're right on the mark in terms of like beating the pipe, not beating the pipe. That's not really a significant focus of me since I'm targeting very specific items here. So whether or not I beat it, look, these resources, when you hold on to them this long, you're not playing a cheap little gambling game here. That's, you know, we take that out of the equation, but it is still gambling, as we can tell with the green pipe. Oh my goodness. Another Mario. Okay. So this is the long overdue stimulus. Nintendo's like, we have to take a crowbar to KG's escrow account over there with all the rubies that have been built up. Oh my goodness. Alright, Blue Flower Glider. That does provide some nice coverage. So that's a good super. We are getting good super pulls, folks, but yeah, this is brutal. We're halfway into the pipe now. I mean, it would be so nice to get both carts in the same pull. Really, really would. Ugh. Folks. Oh, it's a faker. What? In the silver star chute. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just purchased this in the Here Shop too. So now it's 1 away from level 5. Really good glider for my coverage. DK Summit in particular. Wow, but that was like the famous moment that I had from the free pipe in my tour preview. Same situation, a fake greener. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's the same exact situation. That is insane. So, could this be a double faker? That would be really amazing. I'll take it a little bit slow just to see, but we're getting a lot of normals here. Okie dokie. Well, there you have it. Fake green, silver star chute, nice coverage for my account. How deep are we now? Wow, so this is now going to be our 7th 10 pull, folks. Ooh, my goodness. The sweat is on. The sweat is definitely on. Just being real about it. So, oh, come on. Come on, let's get both carts in this pipe. Let's go, folks. Mash the thumbs up on this. Please, 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 please. Oh, it is really agonizing to go into the second half of the pipe. Still looking for the 2 most valuable items for your account. Now, of course, the remaining Spotlight driver, Toadette Explorer, I've already pulled twice. So she's already on my account. That would not be of any great importance to add for my coverage. So hopefully we can get the carts and then we can buggy out of here with our pipe buggy that we've pulled. Yes, we got it, folks. We got it. We don't have to go to the bottom for this one. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. It looks so good. It looks so good. And the other thing with the off-roader too that I neglected to mention, what's so nice about it for me, is the original off-roader was introduced alongside Dixie Kong. So I kind of perceive this as being her Spotlight cart. And they never really provided the original off-roader with extensive overlap with Dixie Kong. It was really more themed towards this Bowser Castle. So it's really more Minion themed than it is Dixie Kong themed. And as a result, I never really powered up the off-roader, and the Rambi kind of fulfilled that placement. But seeing that this cart looks more pleasing aesthetically with Dixie Kong, absolutely, than the original off-roader does, and provides extensive more coverage for those Kongs. So I'm going to have a lot of fun racing with this, that is for sure. But can we get the Cactar? And then I'll have to assess how many high ends are left in the pipe, and seeing if it makes sense to proceed forward for that cart. So we have the Baby Peach. Zucchini, okay, it's a pretty good cart. So we don't pick up the Cactar. Interesting situation here. We have, we have a Spotlight glider. Now, so, okay, these are the 3 remaining high ends. We already took care of all the standard high ends. So we have 3 out of 28. And now I really wonder if, what I would do with this cart, right? Because essentially, what kind of coverage would this be providing my account? A lot of the coverage that it has is already being contributed by the yellow off-roader. Right, so brand new coverage that overlaps with the Kongs would be the Choco Mountain, the normal version, which is covered by DK Maximum, but I'm not significantly invested into DK Maximum, as is Choco Mountain R. Maple Treeway RT is a Chemex Zoom Broom track, which I'm partially invested into. And then Choco Island 2R is a Funky Kong track. So, but we see Dino Jungle R as a Rambi track. Bowser's Castle T is a DK Junior track. Yeah, and it doesn't get the Mushroom Gorge that DK Junior got, but it does have Royal Raceway RT as the level 3 unlock, which is Dixie Kong's level 8 unlock. So in terms of the value of this, boy, this is a tough one because the other two remaining items, we have the treasure map, and I already scrolled through that, so it doesn't really present any brand new unique coverage. It's old value, if we're being honest, so it's not something I would invest in. And I already have Toadette Explorer, so this is not something that I would need. So I'll tell you what, folks, I feel content to stop right here. In fact, let's make sure this screen recording saves. Fingers crossed on that. But let's just say that these are the celebratory pipes also for the eventual time when the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. And let's just say if that happens before the end of the tour, while this pipe is still available, I will absolutely go back into this pipe and pick up that cactar. So if you want to see me pull for the cactar, you can place your vote by subscribing to the channel. Really means the world. It will enhance the amount of coverage that I can pour into Mario Kart Tour. And you can tell from some of the data generation that I've been providing lately, I have that motivation to go a step further. So I'm always pushing the boundary of the current understanding of things, and I'm so appreciative of that. So I hope that you had some fun with this one. I certainly did. I'm going to love racing with the yellow off-roader, and hopefully this will be the thing that carries over all of the Kong fans, my account personally, into when we do finally get that DK content in Mario Kart Tour. I'm very optimistic that we will see it on the horizon. So take care, everyone. Good luck on all of your pipe pulls, and I do hope you enjoyed this. See ya.